Your attention span might not be enough for this video, but if you're stuck in the cycle of constantly being broke and this picture stood out to you, I mean, that says something. Because right now, all it takes is changing one thing and you can reach that freedom that you've always dreamed about. In this photo, it's stick figures. It's not trying to be flashy because I want to be able to break this down as simple as possible. And if this picture stood out to you, that means that you want to make a change. You just don't know where, you don't know how, you don't know what direction you should put that first step. In the same spot 10 months ago, and this one change has made me more financially secure than anything else. No gurus, no courses, but security. Let's dive into it. So in this photo, we have a person at the bottom of the hill with this huge rock. And what that rock represents is all of the financial responsibility that we have as humans, whether that's house bills, insurance, medical bills. Depending on where you're at in life, that hill is made up of all of the things that weigh on us each month. Our job as providers is to be able to climb that hill to reach freedom for our families. That's where we have this effect. We're constantly looking up at it. We're scared. We don't know what to do. The bills are piling on. We're getting more credit cards. We're maxing that one out. We're feeling the pressure. Every time we get paid, we hold on as tight as we can. We don't think of anybody else. We hold on to that money. What are we going to spend it on? What vacation we're going to do? Oh my goodness, the system has trapped us. Where we're looking at social media posts of gurus on yachts and private jets, and all of a sudden, instead of focusing on what we can do to get out of that situation, we're pointing the finger. We're saying, oh, I'm not there because of you. I'm not there because of you. And all of a sudden, all that blame that was just placed on us is now dispersed onto social media, on gurus, on billionaires. Because why? Because we're here because of them. Instead of reflecting on, hey, what can I do to get myself out of this situation? I call this the prison mindset. We are locked in our own head. Every time we scroll on social media, we're closing those bars tighter and tighter and tighter. And every time, I really want to just point this out because I was in that same position. Every time I got paid, my hands wrapped around that paycheck as tight as it could. I was white knuckling it. I already knew where I was going to put that money, what bills it was going to, what I was going to have fun on. And the minute that didn't happen, the minute something came up, an emergency, I had to buy a new car, or I have to, I have to buy new tires for my car because I got a flat, or somebody broke their arm, or I'm sick, I got to go to the doctor. What does that do? It creates more resentment. All that money that I held on to, that I planned, is now getting ripped out of my hands for something that I didn't want it to go to. So we're caught in that intense cycle. That intense cycle of dream, save, disappointment, repeat. Dream, save, disappointment, repeat. That's all we're doing. So we're dreaming, oh my goodness, I want to take that trip. I want to buy that gift. I'm saving, and then guess what? An emergency happens, and all of that comes shattered down. And what do? We repeat the cycle. We get another credit card. We go borrow some more money here. What we do on top of that is even worse, because now we have no more money. We have no more money because the minute that disappointment hits us, that we can't do what we want with our money, we say, who cares? I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to go take that trip on a credit card that I can't afford, or I'm going to Klarna it and I'm going to pay for it later because it says 0% interest. And then when that time is up and I haven't paid it off, oh, who cares about the penalties? Now I'm putting myself into generational debt because of the cycle that I put myself in. Now, like I said, your attention span might not be enough for this video because it's the truth. It's not some get-rich-quick scheme. I'm not going to tell you to go work harder or go get a side hustle, but I am going to tell you that we have to change our view of money and self-value. Because currently, what we have here is we have self-value equals money, which is our money is tied directly to our self-value. That's the problem. That's why every time we get that paycheck, we hold on to it tight because, man, this is all I have. This is my identity. If I'm going to make it out of here, it's because of me. Self-value is not tied to money. In fact, our self-value, our identity should not be reliant on a dollar sign. No, it should be reliant on what you do with that dollar sign. 10 months ago, I was asked with this one specific question. And then, like I said, I was not in the best financial situation. I'm probably where you are right now. And I got asked this one simple question. When was the last time you gave? And, this is not some, church tithing question. You're putting a $20 in the church basket. No, this is a feeling. When's the last time that you felt compelled to give and you gave? And being somebody who has held on to every paycheck I got because I'm already struggling, why am I going to give my hard-earned money away to somebody else? It's that selfishness, holding on to every dollar we get, even though we don't have any money. This is what most of our wallets look like. If you add up our net worths, we're probably in the negative net worth. The value is what you do with your money. Whenever I was asked this question, it wasn't, when's the last time you gave? And you're at a gas station and you have $100, you're going to fill up the tank and, oh yeah, let me slip a $5 to this person. Let me slip $5 to him. No, the question was, when's the last time you gave and you felt compelled to give? You're at that gas station with $100. You say, all right, I'm going to put $5 in the tank. Here's that $95. It's the dissociation of money to value. You can make more money. If you're worried about making more money, then that's another conversation that you need to have internally. Okay, am I not a hard worker? What's the deal? Is my resume, did I not do this? Did I not do that? Okay, that's another deconstruction. What I'm talking about is the value of money, how you place money in your life. Is it an idol that you worship, that's your motivation, and once you get it, it's mine? Oh my goodness, it's everything I ever wanted. That's the cycle. We get it, we hold on to it, we get disappointed, and now we're, oh my goodness, the system's failed me, my life sucks. That's where depression, anxiety start to slip in. Going back to the question, when was the last time I gave? That hit me because I've never thought of it that way. Why am I going to give my hard-earned money away? It's not self-value equals money. It is value is what you do with money. That's the whole point. And I'm not saying that you have to do this all the time. You have to sell all your belongings and, become a monk or, a traveling evangelist, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't have retirement accounts or invest in real estate. No, but I am saying that the minute that you feel money taking control over you, you start idolizing money. That's where you must dissociate, disconnect, give it, start giving. And you don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect at this. It does go in a cycle. Just like our dream, save, disappointment, repeat, it's the same thing here. Life starts going good. Money is just a tool. It's not the end all be all. So then you start, oh man, I'm getting a little bit of more of this. Opportunities are coming. I have more flexibility. You start just being thankful. And then guess what? You start to harden. You start to, okay, now I want that more expensive trip. Now I want that more expensive car or that more expensive this or that fancy dinner. You start to hunker down again, and then disappointment. You start the cycle that we talked about at the beginning over and over again. And it happens. It happens to me all the time. So that's why I'm saying you have to work at it. You have to be intentional about it to then truly reach freedom. It's not about, I'm going to be a multimillionaire because I'm going to reach freedom. No, we see billionaires and millionaires all the time. They're locked down in just as much debt as some Joe Schmo that doesn't have a dollar to his name. It's the mindset of dissociating from the dollar that is the key. Putting your value in purpose, putting your value in God, not a dollar sign. I'm not saying that you're going to be a millionaire because you give some money away, but I am going to say that you will reach freedom from money whenever you do give. So we want to break the cycles of self-value equals money. We want to reach the dollar signs at the end of the road. It starts with dissociating yourself from the dollar, giving to others. More money will come. Make more money. I want you to be a millionaire because imagine what you could do with that money that you have. The value is what you do with money. So if you're a millionaire, imagine all the greatness that you could do with that money. I want you to be rich. I want you to chase your goals. But by completing the cycle of hunkering down on every dollar, counting pennies because I have to do this, being, weighed down by the world of financial responsibility, you'll never reach that freedom because even if you're there, guess what? Now I want more expensive stuff. I want more of this. I want more of that. And then you could have $1 billion. But if your financial responsibility is over $1 billion, you're in the same position. So if you made it to the end of this video, that means something. That means that you can make the change today. Self-reflect, journal it down. When's the last time you gave? When's the last time you were generous enough to go out of your way to say, you know what, I don't need this. No, I don't need this. I'll do this for you. Go ahead. You're my best friend. I'm not going to Zelle request you for the drinks we had last night or the round of golf. I got it. Give, be generous. This one change has made all the difference in my financial life. I've been more secure financially than I ever had this year. And I don't make $1 million a year. Yeah, sometimes some months are tight. Some things come along, some emergencies. My car just broke down last week. Got to buy a new one. But guess what? My positivity and my mindset have never been stronger. My financial security in what I'm able to provide has never been stronger. I've reached the freedom because my mindset has changed. And I hope yours does too. If you like this video, like and hit that subscribe button. If this video offends you, then I think that's some internal reflection you have to do, because it's nobody else's fault. It's not the system's fault. It's the mindset's fault. That's the problem. Change the mindset, change the person. You got this. Have a great day.